Sean Diddy Combs has some beef with 50 Cent. Amid his legal troubles, Combs has taken aim at the rapper as well as Netflix for the 50 Cent-produced documentary Sean Combs: The Reckoning.
A new Netflix docuseries about Sean Diddy Combs is making headlines for its never-before-seen footage of the music mogul in the days before his arrest.
Yo, imagine going from dodging bullets in the streets of Queens to dodging paparazzi in a $500,000 Lamborghini. Yeah, that's the plot twist of Curtis 50 Cent Jackson's life. And today we're going all in on the ultimate 2025 luxury tour. His crib, his cars, his watches, his money. And yes, his family drama that's juicier than a mixtape diss. Strap in, because 50 Cent didn't just level up, he rewrote the whole game. Born July 6, 1975 in South Jamaica, Queens Curtis James Jackson III didn't exactly have a silver spoon. He had street corners, survival skills, and a mother who hustled harder than most CEOs. By age 8, tragedy hit. His mom died in a mysterious fire, and just like that, the world turned upside down. Instead of bedtime stories, young Curtis got a crash course in street smarts. By 12, he wasn't just watching life unfold, he was in the middle of it. Arrests, hustles, brushes with the law, you name it. In 1994, he got busted selling cocaine, and a home raid found heroin, crack, and a firearm. 6 months in boot camp later, he walked out with a GED and a growing hunger for something bigger. Cue the soundtrack to his escape, music. By the mid-90s, he was rapping in a friend's basement, spinning beats, counting bars, and slowly cooking up the skills that would make him a legend. Jam Master Jay of Run DMC took notice in 1996, mentoring him and giving him his first real shot in the industry. Fast forward to 1999, signed to Columbia Records, co-founding Hollow Point Entertainment, and dropping underground hits like How to Rob that screamed, 50 Cent is here, and he's fearless. Then came the near-death moment. May 2000, ambushed outside his grandmother's house, shot 9 times, and somehow survived. If that doesn't set the stage for a billionaire lifestyle, I don't know what does. After the shooting, the industry ghosted him. But while the big labels were sleeping, 50 hit the streets with mixtapes like Guess Who's Back and No Mercy, No Fear. Eminem caught the wave, hooked him up, and the rest, well, you know the history. Get Rich or Die Trying, The Massacre, Curtis. The man became a one-man cultural takeover. And here's where the story gets extra juicy. Just when most moguls would flex a little, 50 Cent went full Tyson-level mansion mode. Connecticut, 50,000 square feet, helipad, indoor casino, the works. But here's the kicker. He bought it for $4.1 million, dropped another $6 million in upgrades, and later realized he'd basically purchased a gold-plated money pit. Utilities alone? $18,000 a month. That's right. He owned a mansion that could bankrupt lesser mortals in a year. Lesson? Luxury isn't just about flash. It's a calculated risk, and 50 learned it the hard way. He sold the mansion eventually, downsized, and started playing the game smarter. Clean lines, open space, calm energy, Houston became the headquarters for 50 Cent 2.0. And speaking of smart plays, let's shift gears, literally. If his house tells you he's a mogul, his garage screams, I run the planet. Buckle up, because we're about to cruise through a collection that costs more than most people will see in a lifetime. And yes, every car tells a story. All right, buckle up, literally. If his Houston mansion says master strategist, his garage screams, I move like a kingpin. 50 Cent doesn't collect cars. He curates rolling statements of power, speed, and straight-up audacity. First up, the Rolls-Royce Phantom Drophead Coupe. $450,000 of pure whispering power. This isn't a car, it's a yacht with wheels. Under the hood, a 6.75-liter V12 with 453 horsepower, moving smoother than a fresh mixtape drop. Inside, it's handcrafted leather, polished wood, starlight ceiling. The kind of ride that says, I'm here, but make it classy. Transition? Well, if the Phantom is a whisper, the Lamborghini Aventador Roadster is a mic drop. $500,000, 6.5-liter V12, 730 horsepower. 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds. This isn't subtle. It's the automotive equivalent of throwing a brick through the ceiling. Sharp angles, scissor doors, and a roar that announces, "I don't just arrive, I dominate." Next, for when he wants luxury without the circus, there's the Rolls-Royce Ghost, $350,000. Twin-turbo V12, over 560 horsepower, cabin so plush it feels like you're floating in a spa. Quiet, elite, and perfect for sliding through the city while people wonder, who's that in the back seat? And let's not forget the Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, $180,000 to $250,000. Celebrity SUV icon, AMG V8, nearly 600 horsepower. Boxy, bold, built like a tank, but rides like a throne. Tactical luxury for when business calls and subtlety is optional. Then the Bentley Mulsanne, $300,000. Twin-turbo V8 elegance, quilted leather, rich wood interiors. Or the Continental GT, $250,000 plus 626 horsepower, where luxury meets raw thrill. And if understated is the vibe, the BMW 8 Series Coupe, $100,000 to $140,000, turbocharged V8, driver-focused, just the right flex without screaming for attention. Chevy Suburban, $80,000. Not flashy, but armored and essential, because even the king needs a tactical ride for low-profile moves. Every car, every price tag, every engine size, it's storytelling in metal. Each one says something about who 50 Cent is in that moment. The showman, the strategist, the mogul. Now, while cars are cool, watches, that's the real flex. 50 doesn't just tell time, he owns it. And he does it in ways most of us only dream about. Take the Hublot Spirit of Big Bang King Gold, $43,000. 18-karat gold case, weighty presence, bold, unmistakable. Or the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Double Balance. Open-worked, $85,000. Skeleton-style dials showing gears in motion. It's not just a watch, it's engineering as art, and it matches 50's attention to detail in business and life. Then there's the Cartier Panther ring, $170,000. Diamond-loaded, powerful, elegant, and the watches just keep escalating. Hublot Big Bang Evolution, $110,000, iced out with 120 diamonds. Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Baguette Diamonds, $200,000. Chandelier AP, $235,000, shining like a portable crystal ball. And for the absolute apex of flex, the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. Offshore, over $1 million, fully iced, rare, outrageously perfect. Not for telling time, this is a mic drop, a walking headline, a reminder that 50 Cent doesn't just enter a room, he owns it. Now, with all this wealth and iced-out flex, you might think 50's life is just parties, Lambos, and million-dollar watches. But here's where it gets personal. Behind the money and the media headlines, there's a story about family, fatherhood, and the lessons money can't buy. Let's step inside that side of 50 Cent's life. All right, we've seen the houses, the cars, and the watches. Now let's get personal. Because behind all the flashy flex, 50 Cent's life isn't just money and muscle, it's family, drama, and lessons you can't buy. First, let's talk fatherhood. 50 became a dad in 1996 when his first son, Marquise Jackson, was born to Shaniqua Tompkins. Sounds simple? Think again. Their relationship quickly spiraled into public drama, lawsuits, social media spats, and headlines that read like a reality show script. This wasn't your quiet suburban family dinner. Marquise's upbringing became a tug-of-war, and for years, 50's relationship with him was complicated at best. It's proof that even billion-dollar empires can't guarantee smooth family dynamics. Fast forward a few years, and 50 found love again with model Daphne Joy. In 2012, they welcomed his second son, Sire Jackson. And get this, by age 2, Sire landed a $700,000 modeling deal. Yeah, the kid's basically started his own mini empire before he could even ride a bike. 50 regularly shares proud dad moments online, showing a softer, more personal side. Behind the tough guy image and mogul energy, there's genuine pride, teaching us that legacy isn't just money, it's family. And love, it's had its headline moments. Back in 2003, 50's brief romance with actress Vivica A. Fox made waves. Only 8 months long, the relationship was passionate, high profile, and eventually a lesson in communication and control. She would later call him the love of my life. But even Hollywood glamour can't smooth over real-life friction. Now let's talk discipline. Despite the party-filled music videos and nightlife reputation, 50 keeps his lifestyle sharp. No drinking, no drugs, always thinking 3 steps ahead. It's the same mindset that built his music career and business empire. Focus, strategy, and survival. And then there's politics. 50's been vocal over the years, starting with support for George W. Bush in 2005, then shifting to Barack Obama in 2008, and even backing Hillary Clinton in 2016. Why mention politics in a lifestyle video? Because it shows strategy isn't just for music or money, it's everywhere. He adapts, evaluates, and executes, whether it's business, politics, or personal life. But here's the bottom line. 50 Cent's personal story is a mix of triumphs, missteps, and growth. Surviving 9 bullets, dodging industry betrayal, navigating family struggles. This is the foundation that makes his flashy lifestyle even more impressive. The houses, the cars, the million-dollar watches, they're more than symbols of wealth. They're trophies earned by resilience, hustle, and reinvention. So if the mansion shows us ambition, the cars scream power, and family life shows resilience. What does it all add up to? Time to break down the numbers, the deals, and the empire behind the 50 Cent brand. Spoiler alert, it's bigger than just music. All right, now we're entering the final boss level. The numbers, the deals, the empire that turns 50 Cent from rapper into a full-blown mogul. If his mansion screamed ambition, his cars screamed power, and his family showed resilience, then his net worth and empire? That's the headline. Legendary mogul status unlocked. Let's start with the basics. Forbes estimates 50 Cent's liquid net worth around $40 million. But don't be fooled. That's just cash in the bank. The man has earned hundreds of millions across music, business, and smart investments. And here's the key. 50 didn't rely on just one income stream. Music paid the bills, but business built the empire. Take music, for example. Albums like Get Rich or Die Trying and The Massacre weren't just bestsellers, they were cultural earthquakes. Millions of copies sold in record-breaking weeks. Tours that sold out arenas worldwide, and royalties that still roll in decades later. That's passive income most artists only dream about. But 50 didn't stop there. Enter TV and film production. He produced Power on Stars, which became a multi-season hit and a streaming phenomenon. And let's not forget the spin-offs, the Netflix documentaries, and executive producer roles on other projects. Each deal, strategic, each show, branding. Curtis Jackson isn't just behind the camera. He's running the studio, negotiating terms, and cashing checks that put most rappers' net worth to shame. Then there's business investments. Remember vitamin water? Early 2000s, 50 puts money in, promotes it like only he could. Lifestyle branding, street credibility, star power. Then 2007, Coca-Cola buys it. Boom. $100 million in his pocket. That's a deal most people could only dream of. And it wasn't luck. It was vision, timing, and bold confidence. Liquor and beverage brands? Yep. He's been involved with Branson-style drinks, whiskey lines, and energy drinks. Each move carefully curated, each brand leveraging his image. Endorsements? Every collaboration, from headphones to clothing lines, adds to the empire. He doesn't just slap his name on products, he strategically invests, promotes, and scales. Real estate? 50 Cent learned from his Connecticut mansion mistake. He pivoted smartly, sleek, modern homes that balance luxury with practicality. The Houston property? 4 bedrooms, functional design, privacy, and high-end features, all manageable. No million-dollar electric bills draining the empire. Smart luxury. That's the difference between showing off and building wealth. And let's break down music royalties and publishing. Hits like Inda Club, PIMP, 21 Questions. Decades later, they still generate massive streaming revenue, licensing, and commercial sync deals. Every TV ad, video game, and commercial with his songs. Cash flow. That's the genius of owning your catalog, owning your rights, and having the foresight to monetize everything. Philanthropy and investments in startups? Absolutely. 50 Cent doesn't just sit on cash, he diversifies. From tech startups to wellness brands, he's positioning himself as a modern mogul, not just a rapper. Every move is calculated to grow the empire while keeping his personal brand untouchable. When we tally it all, music royalties, TV and film production, smart investments, endorsement deals, real estate and business ventures, 6 months in boot camp later, he walked out with a GED and a growing hunger for something bigger. Cue the soundtrack to his escape, music. By the mid-90s, he was rapping in a friend's basement, spinning beats, counting bars, and slowly cooking up the skills that would make him a legend. Jam Master Jay of Run DMC took notice in 1996, mentoring him and giving him his first real shot in the industry. Fast forward to 1999, signed to Columbia Records, co-founding Hollow Point Entertainment, and dropping underground hits like How to Rob that screamed, 50 Cent is here, and he's fearless. Then came the near-death moment. May 2000, ambushed outside his grandmother's house, shot 9 times, and somehow survived. If that doesn't set the stage for a billionaire lifestyle, I don't know what does. After the shooting, the industry ghosted him. But while the big labels were sleeping, rare, outrageously perfect. Not for telling time, this is a mic drop, a walking headline, a reminder that 50 Cent doesn't just enter a room, he owns it. The estimated value of his empire climbs into the hundreds of millions, with some sources suggesting well over $200 million if you include the brand value and ongoing ventures. That's not just wealth, that's influence, power, and legacy packaged into one name, 50 Cent. Here's the bigger picture. 50 Cent's story is about reinvention. 9 bullets couldn't stop him. Bankruptcy couldn't stop him. Public feuds, lawsuits, and media chaos still didn't stop him. Every challenge became leverage. Every setback, a setup for a comeback. And that, my friends, is the secret sauce behind the lifestyle. The houses, the cars, the watches, they're symbols of resilience, strategy, and relentless hustle. So what's next for Curtis 50 Cent Jackson? More deals, more shows, more smart moves. If history is any indicator, the man will keep dominating, evolving, and shocking the world. And we'll be watching every step. Now here's where you come in. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Drop a comment below. What surprised you the most about 50 Cent? Was it his car collection, his empire, or the fact that surviving 9 bullets didn't stop him from building a billion-dollar brand? And who should we break down next? Remember this, wealth isn't just about money, it's about strategy, resilience, and knowing how to turn setbacks into comebacks. And 50 Cent, he's the textbook example of how to do it right.